Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. This is the second attempt I've made at recording this episode. The first time I couldn't find any of the new features that were added in the menus. I've since had a look on the internet and worked out where they are. So we're going to start this new series on one of the 3 new maps. We'll probably use each of the 3 maps in turn, but we'll see how they go. So to find them, we go into free game and then play map up here in the top right. And then it's these top 3 here: Boundless Canyon, Curvy Canyon, and Vast Valley. And you can see each of them are all 12 kilometers by 12 kilometers. We have a different start year and different budgets. For this one, wow, 1970, and we start with 50 million. Wow. Let's start in 1930 in Boundless Bay. In terms of our mods and whatnot we're going to have, we want up to 6 cargo types shore. Shore industry can never close. In terms of our other options, we want achievements on. We won't want assets. I don't think we want our names. We do want auto signaling. We won't turn on industry expanded just yet. We'll see how it goes. Legacy vehicle, I don't know what that is. We'll leave most of these off. We want more line colors on, and we want the quiet bulldozer on. We'll also turn on vehicles no end year, so that we can see all of the new vehicles that have been added into the game. In terms of our advanced settings, maybe we can play with Australian city names. Let's turn that on. Town names, Australian. Vehicles, let's say all. Difficulty, let's say hard. We'll leave the rest of these as they are. And with that, let's get into Boundless Bay. Game starts paused now, which is nice. We can't see the speed down here in the bottom right hand corner. I'm going to guess that's about half speed. That's a nice little island for us to be looking at the start. Let's put our house there, or the headquarters. It won't fit. Let's put it over here then. Let's go there. I'd like to smooth this out, but we can't. And let's take a look around the map. This is quite a big map. So our area's in the middle there. That's where we put our headquarters. This is kind of cool. We've got timber resources in woods. We've got seems like they've tried to put resources in areas where it kind of makes sense. That's nice. We've got some oil over here. Is that up on top of the hill? Nice. So how many towns do we start with? 1, 2, 3. Whoop. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 towns in total. Right. Now, this guy wants fuel and food, so he'll be easiest to grow initially. One of our downsides is, where do we get fuel from on the map? Suppliers. We've got 2 fuels, one in Castle Point and one in Masterton. So this guy looks like he will come in by ship. And there's an oil refinery there and an oil well there. Now, are there any other oil refineries? So that will be the one in Masterton. Gladstone over the back there, okay. On one right here. Alright, okay, we've got a plan. So if we can get crude oil to here to turn that into refined oil, then we'll put it on a boat, ship it down here, turn it into fuel, and ship it back. And that journey, it will use it right here. Now to get crude oil there, we've got an oil well here and an oil well here. There's actually 3 oil wells in Silverdale. So that one, this one, and this one up here. And there's a 4th, over there too. That's a lot of oil all close together. What we'll do then is let's start with this oil. We're going to bring it over to here. And then we'll put it on a boat, take it down there and bring that back. And this up here looks super realistic, but that's going to be a pain in the neck to get to. Imagine that truck route through there. And even getting down there, what sort of vehicles do we have to start? We'll just put this on here. We're in 1930, so a lot of this is horse and carriage. We've got a few of these. Okay, I think we need to start with some rail. Let's say, let's just put it in standard speed for now. We'll want 2 tracks and 240 meters to start. Now, which side here requires the least earthworks? I think over here. Let's try and get that, cozy that up nice and close. And then we'll come in here, configure, and just put a side axis in there so that these are connected. And then from there, we're gonna come down here, we're gonna, well, residential's over here, that's good. We're gonna plow straight through the waterfront over to here. And this one will probably want to be a terminal. Let's put you like this, that will do. Oh, this is a country road. This is quite hilly area. Okay, so this is connected to here, that's good. We could always just put some steps on the side to make sure it's definitely connected. And now we need this rail to connect up there to that rail. So let's curve around the corner here to give our town a bit of space to grow. And then let's come up this end. And we're aiming over there. So So maybe if we go, let's say, stay flat. We don't want to do too much going up here. And from there, we want to come and follow the terrain. Maybe over this way. So we can go from there to there. Like so, up the hill. And in. Now on each of these corners, we'll want a diamond like normal. Bam. Bam. And we need a rail depot. So let's put that maybe at the bottom of the hill down here. We'll connect up to... We can't get up to there. Okay, we won't put this at the bottom of the hill then. We'll put it over here. Man, that looks ugly. We really didn't have $100,000 to spend then, but that really did need it. Okay, let's make our first oil train. We've got a diesel, 80 kilometers, 450. We've got some electric trains already, wow. We didn't build our line to be electric though. Let's just see what these can do. Oh wait, we're already at 12 million. We can't afford that thing. I was looking at the wrong price tag. This one's only 1 million. We can afford that. We might need 2 though to get up the hill. Okay, we've only got $6 million we can spend. Let's buy one of those. Let's create a new line. This will be Silverdale crude to oil. We'll go black. I'm gonna go from there to over there. And we better add some signals on here. One way yes and auto signal. Now auto signaling can be 300 meters. That'll do. And now color you that darker color, put you onto that oil line, and we'll press play. And we've got our first train out and running. It's worked out it has to send oil. We'll leave that to keep operating and look at the next leg of the journey, which will be our shipyard. We can't afford it, fair enough. But it also seems like The elevation height is too different for us to connect directly. Here comes our train. See how much profit we get. 9,600. Why did it not pick anything up? Okay, well that's annoying. That's very annoying. This road depot over here we don't need anymore. And how's this guy go up the hill? He's managing up the hill there pretty well. It does slow down a little bit. Oh, we do have catenaries on here. That's nice. It's not on the stations. Even on the stations. Alright, let's go on super fast speed. Get this train moving. And over here, we're going to need to do a bit of work as well. Okay, so he gets 416,000 for one trip. I do like this new icon up here for which areas are receiving which new items. Okay, so essentially 2 trips is going to be 620,000. So once we can buy some more carriages for him, he will be golden. Maybe it'll be a bit more. So just ticked over 800,000 expenses. Just coming down here. As much as I like this with 2 locomotives, I don't think we can justify it at the moment. We just need the extra capacity. Because this is stocking up and we've got... Okay, pause. How much are these? 560,000. So let's see if we can find the... well, step number 1 was to put some side steps in here. And then, can we get these to connect? Doesn't look like it. So where is the least expensive place? $81. Okay, that's more expensive if we go that way. Maybe like here? When we can afford it. Let's see how much our train brings in this time. So 500,000. Right. Now we can still take out money. We're going to take out a bit more. And we're going to flop this down because we really want to be careful of distance to the store there. The oil refinery. This will do. Now I hope we're going to come down here like this, down here like this, and that doesn't connect to there. But if we were to add, say, a turnaround on here, it won't connect through. That's annoying. Let's just delete those sections then. I'd like you to not do any of that. Okay, so it doesn't reach. That's quite frustrating. It doesn't help us at all. Can we eke our way up there? Now that guy's not connected to the road. So we'll back all this road out one more time. We can do that, and you are still not connected to here. How far along this road do we have to go? Let's just pause. Let's do this. We're stuck in an... Did that in an autosave? Okay, so now you're connected. And you're still connected? Right, we can press play now. And we've got far more here than we particularly want. Our oil line here. Now making a profit. So let's come in here, edit this guy. Add a few more cars. Go black and press play. And from there, we'll want the other end over here. Now we're going to decimate the landscape here. Let's bring you out to here. Let's pause so we can delete it if we need to. But will you let us put this in here? You will, but we can see it doesn't reach the entire way. It only reaches to there. So we stop back here. So this still won't reach. Now you will. So we need to dig out this beach all the way back to there. At a navigable depth. Which one is it? This one and this one. Let's say that depth. Let's go like this. 3. Okay, is that big enough for us to put a dock in here? It is. Now we can do our normal connect this up. And you are connected to there, which is awesome. Now we can smooth out the terrain. We probably want this to be a bit wider. Let's press play. Now we're good. Because we need some... We can just take out some more loan. This one. So we've got a nice wide bay here. And then we'll smooth this out a bit. Excellent. And since this is the more remote area, let's put our shipbuilding yard over here. Now this will be Masterton Fuel. Silverton Oil to Masterton Fuel to Silverton Delivery. I don't think we need that last bit. Let's go orange with this, and it's going from here to here. That's a reasonable path across the middle there. And then you 25 kilometers, 100 capacity. Let's go with, I don't know, 3 of this guy. Orange onto our fuel oil line. So now we're starting to get oil out at the port. The oil will be dropped off back here, that we then have to deliver into town. So all of that we can do in our 2-lane stuff. This bit's being a pain. Let's just do this. So it will be slower around there, but that's okay. And in town here, which one of these is it? They want fuel over this corner here. So let's make this street through here a main street, and this one down here also a main street. We want to say yes to a bus lane, and yes, we own this road now. Doesn't like us taking out some of their houses, which I guess is understandable. Now in terms of our drop-off locations, we just paid some bills. Now here comes our train. Just wait a moment. Let's drop off maybe over here. And then again, maybe we make this the main road instead. It doesn't go right straight through though, but we can manipulate it to do so. No, we want it to go there. I didn't want you to have bus lanes. So we're going to bring our truck in here. It's going to come up here. It will actually probably go down this road, would make more sense. It's so expensive to build any of these things. So you keep running out of oil. So we can't supply you with enough oil. That is not so great. We want one platform, no platforms. We want it to be longer. We're gonna put this square on our pristine beach here. But we have to borrow some money so we can afford to. Configure. We want an exit and an entrance. Okay, now this will be truck line, Silverdale fuel delivery. We can color it orange as well. Picks up here. Drops off here and here. Sweet. Then we need a road depot. Just put the depot out here, just so it's close. Now what do we have that can take fuel? You can both take fuel. And your 9 capacity with fuel. Let's just go with some of these boys. Let's just go 1. Okay, I guess we're going 2 to start. On that fuel delivery line. So our ships here, once they start making this big long delivery journey, we'll be getting some fuel back here. Yeah, these 2 trucks, they're just going to be driving around for ages doing nothing. We only need one of them to get the line operational. So this train, it is making money, but it's not making a lot of money. And part of that is we just don't have the capacity on each train. So we don't have another locomotive. To buy one is 1.6 million. These are far too expensive. I guess we can add one more carriage, which lets it bring slightly more money. More oil each time. It will slow it down a bit going up the hill, but it's a cost we have to bear. Definitely can't borrow any more money. If you look at our chart, we've spent a lot. Don't know what we bought there, but it was an expensive time. And that was our first period. No, it couldn't have been. We would have had to have some before. Okay, how much is our train bringing in now? Almost $1 million. It doesn't last very long, but it's bringing it in. Our ships are over here in the middle of the sea. Zooming along, you've got a lot. You're half full. You've got a small amount. How much is sitting here? 72. You can be a guinea pig. I'm gonna turn you around so that you're offset from the other two. Still got a lot of oil up here that we can't move. Sometimes I wonder if it would be worth like adding trucks as well, but there's no truck route from over here. It just goes across the top to Castle Point and up here to Hastings. It doesn't actually connect through the mountain. We were the first to punch through the mountain with our rail line. Okay, so this is slightly more profitable now with another carriage on there. I guess we're just gonna wait a moment. A new plane, cool. We can't afford planes yet, but we will. So planes across here, from here to here, will be a much better. So you bring in just over $1 million for that journey. And the next ship. We didn't see how much he... Oh, $500,000, because it was about half full. Got 13 to go back. You have nothing. But that means that you've worked out you need to start producing fuel for Silverdale. So we've got the entire supply line working now. 154. So you're just about to arrive back. Now we can spread these out slightly more. We'll turn you around again. So you'll pick up more fuel on your way back. But more importantly, you'll be more separated from this ship in the middle. So this guy's going to dock here and completely load up. But we can't afford two, we can only afford one. There we go. So it's still going to be a bit slower going up the hill, but we're slowly, ever so slowly, inching this transfer rate up. If we look at our finances, this financial year, we're actually in the black. I mean, it's just... but we're there. Once our train here delivers, we can see how it should be over $1 million now. It's just over $1 million. How much do one of these carriages cost? $500,000. But we've slowly got this production line working. You're just about up to a full ship. You're full, By the time you get there, it will hopefully be full. Then we've got this other ship back here, almost half full of fuel. Which is going to mean our truck station here is going to come into play. He's not just going to be zooming around anymore, not interacting with anyone. It's actually going to have some fuel to deliver. You don't have anything. It's this ship back here that we're interested in. And our train here. Slightly higher profit last year. Expenses about the same. It wasn't as good as this year. This must have just been good timing that year. But it's running in the black, which is exactly what we need it to do. So it's running in the black. This guy is in the red. It's only small, 20,000. And our ship line here is, I mean, it does nothing for a few years, then it has massive amounts of income. Another reason for splitting the ships apart like that is to hopefully level that out a bit. So like this particular ship did good with not much else. This ship back here, not quite as good. And this guy over here, he hasn't earned anything yet. It's just been costing money the whole time. How much fuel? We've almost got a full ship's worth of fuel to come back. That is excellent. So this is still running out of fuel, running out of oil. Can't keep it fed. Once our ship down here pulls in, we'll get a big influx. And that train, it just keeps ticking along, just making ever so slightly more each time. The year hasn't finished, so it hasn't paid like the December bill, but it's just ticking up ever so slightly. And our ship down here, we can watch it pull into the port. Here it goes. How much do we get for a full oil delivery? Just over $1 million again. Let's pause this so we don't have any expenses while we're doing this. We're going to add another carriage. Go. We'll paint them all black. Press play again. That's a fancy looking train. And then here, let's see how much we get for a partial fuel delivery. It should be about half because the distance is the same. 600,000? 481,000. We'll see how our single truck goes, delivering all this oil now. We're in the black though. Which is the important thing. A train coming down, even more oil on board this time. 1.2 million. 1.1 million, but it's enough for us to add another tank car. And our fuel truck here is on the way. Let's just pin it and put it down in the corner so we can keep an eye on him. This line now, 364, it's getting close to 400. trucks come into the city. It's just going around the corner. How much does he get for delivering? 12,000. Not a lot, but he doesn't have a lot of expenses either. And we don't have the traffic light tool yet. And that is one full oil production line. I do like that we've managed to get our ships spread out a bit here. You're coming back full of oil. You're going full of oil. And this guy, pretty full of oil. Next time when we come back, we won't look at oil. We'll look at one of the other resources around the map and see how we go at producing those. Trains coming in here now, 1.2 million. Let me see if I can click on this. We can just cheat like this. Click on this car, we'll sit in the cab. This is what the driver sees. Kinda what the driver sees. Thank you everyone for stopping by today. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode and that you will join with me as we play through the rest of this map and see what it's like to connect everything together. Thanks everyone. I'll catch you all next time. Bye for now.